Discussing your worth, it turns into negotiations. Negotiations, well, they turn into big deals. And when you turn big deals, it goes into big business. And well, I bought somebody today that knows a little bit of something about business, but he never takes it personal. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Off the Bench. Episode 42 is business, never personal. Let's get to it. What up? What's good? What's happening? It's your boy Big Herb, and welcome to another episode of Off the Bench. We are on the road to 500 subs, so please like, comment, subscribe, and also if you got a chance, send that video off to somebody else who wants to go ahead and look at Redskins or Commander content. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have a guest today. He's running a little bit late, but he's getting ready to come on in. But in the meantime, there's a lot of things that's been going on in Commander land as of late. Just a few topics that we're gonna be discussing. We got injuries that took place. We got the what's the name of it? The RFK 2.0 has been who has been voted upon. Are we going back to DC, or do we gotta find another spot to go to? In the meantime, I mean, we got some comments in here, and let's go ahead and look at it real quick. Art, what's up, bro? How's it going, man? Everything's going well, man. Just enjoying the Sunday. I don't know about y'all, but I know as far as me, I'm going to be enjoying my Sunday today, and because I'm a big wrestling fan. SummerSlam is tonight. So I will be watching that, but I also will be keeping my eyes locked in on what's going on with the Commanders. So yeah, but yeah, we also got some things going on with Terry's negotiation. He asked for a trade. Oh, here we cooking with grease right now, y'all. So let me go ahead and bring this brother in real quick. So before we start, you know how we do on Off the Bench. We always got to go ahead and introduce our guests. So, with that being said, let's get to it. All right. So, this guy right here, he's well over 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. He's a quarter of the Commander Kings. He's king of short videos that turns into 20 minutes. But he also is the reason why Brian Robinson is hating the whole entire internet right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, give it up to the Defenders unofficial GM and host of the Ed Oliver Live YouTube channel. Ed Oliver, what's up, homie? Oh, let me just, man.
What's up, man? That was a heck of an intro, bro. That was hilarious intro, man.
Yeah, but you got Brian Robinson Jr. pissed on these streets, man. What's going on, bro? He gonna be the reason why he gonna up the money on when he get when right. If he breaks 1,000 yards this year, we have you to thank for it, man.
Right, I'm telling you. I need to see him get more than 700.
Yeah.
I need that. Like he can be better than that. He can be better than that.
He can do, man. I mean, I hope the best for him. I really do, man. I feel like he has the potential to do something with it, but until we see otherwise, dog. I mean, these people gonna come out for you. Even the Commander King. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, yeah, man. And we got some people in the comment section that saying what up to you, man. The real Ed Oliver.
What's up, Art? What's up, the shiny one?
The shiny one was good, bro. Thank you for jumping on the live chat, the live stream. Yeah, so I guess we can just get into it right now. I mean, let's start off. First things first, because if you guys do not know, my man Ed Oliver here, just like me, he is a huge Defenders fan. And we just so happened to get a new defender that just got signed to, a championship defender.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Onto the Commanders. So,
yes, sir.
And you know what? Since you're the unofficial GM of the team, I'm gonna go ahead and let you take the floor and introducing the homie to the Hornetide Commander family.
Braylon Sanders, man. He went to Ole Miss, and he was UDFA signed by the Dolphins. So he does have a connection with Wes Welker. Wes Welker was the wide receiver coach, I believe, with the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
He played with the Patriots a little bit. I think he was on the practice squad last year. The guy can play, man. He averaged 85 yards per catch. And I honestly think he was the best receiver on the team. I mean, there's Chris Rowland, who's on the team too, number 12. Real short, stocky guy. And I think Braylon, I think he honestly had the best guys on the team. Like, he could really try to football in the air. He had a good connection to Gamu. Like, he only had 17 catches, but it felt like he had more than that. Like, he had a 75-yard catch in a game. Like, he had a 30-yard catch in a championship game. Like, the guy can play. Like, he's not going to make the roster. He may not even make the practice squad, but
he makes impact catches.
Yeah,
he makes impact catches.
Right. And he'll help in practice. Like, he'll push some of the third-string guys. He'll push some of the second-string guys. Like, he's gonna make plays, and then that Ravens preseason game where the guys who are fighting for roster spots and practice spots, I think he's gonna make a play.
Okay, yeah, because I mean, I'm interested to see, because I mean, the last Defenders game that I went to, it was the opener of, I believe it was when they first came back from the whole entire pandemic. And me and my boy Rick went out to see the game. We was playing, I think it was Seattle that we was playing. Mm-hmm. And man, the way that they was, that's the game when they was throwing the lemons on the field and everything. Right. So I mean, and we sitting up there like, look, this is funny and shit, but I mean, one of y'all motherfuckers hit us with these damn lemons, we gonna be squabbling it out on here, because I mean, and this was on national television too. So I was just like, yo, like they getting active out here, and if you take away their damn snake, their beer snake, it's gonna be a problem. So I mean, but yeah, it was good to see the Defenders actually do something, because I genuinely love football so much that I'll even watch summer league if it's actually good. And if it is a home-based team, why not support it? I mean, I know the guys give you shit for it, but I mean, it's still something to watch. But yeah. But
I think I got it. It might be on my end. I'm gonna get some headphones.
Okay, yeah. So, but yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, in the meantime, this should be an interesting signing for us, because like I said, dude is a actual, like, a big playmaker. So I mean, you catching 75, 35, 55, 60-yard catches. I mean, it's only gonna mean big play action for us in the meantime. So I mean, why not? Let's look at the comment section real quick. Yeah, I do think that he is a camp body, but I mean, at the same time, I mean, it's not bad. It's not a bad look to just go ahead and try to get somebody in here, because as long as Terry's not here, I mean, we still need to get some people to come over there and actually show up. And I mean, hey, it's not a bad look. I mean, it is what it is for the time being. So I mean, we're just gonna go ahead and see how everything lines up. But in the meantime, let's talk about something that's been going on. That's got a lot of people like not really tripping, but JD5's over here telling people like, yo, I'm if you ain't on my page, get the hell up out my huddle. I mean, apparently Austin Eckler had came out and said to everybody that JD was basically saying like, hey, one of the players, he ain't name him. Thank God he didn't name him, because you don't want to throw the guy under the bus. But one of the offensive linemen jumped off sides, and he said, yo, just get out the damn huddle. Like, we ain't got time for that. And I mean, and with a second-year player coming in like that, that's actually a good look for your people, because I mean, you want him to take that leadership role. And he's even saying, as far as, look, if I'm messing up, I need to be held accountable. So I look to guys like Zach Ertz, Bobby Wagner. Those are the guys of those nature. Excuse me. But dog, what you think about that whole entire situation? Because it looks like a really good leadership. I mean, people are taking him serious. He's like, look, I am the captain of the team. But at the same time, we holding a higher standard on this thing. We actually have a standard for Commanders football now. And so what's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, no, it's cool. So it was Corey Brooks who had a false start. And then also Luke McCaffrey ran the wrong route yesterday. And he got mad at Luke McCaffrey. So he's holding guys accountable. And the only way that you can really hold guys accountable is when you're that leader, when you're that star player. You can't be, I mean, some guys can come off the bench and hold other guys accountable. But when your leader's doing it, your quarterback's doing it, and this is only his sophomore season, it's Tom Brady-esque. And, Tom Brady used to do stuff like that. He would bark with his guys, but he would get the best out of him. He would get the best out of Wes Welker. He would get the best out of Danny Amendola. He would elevate his receiving core because he set that standard.
Exactly.
That Patriots way, and that's the culture that we're building right now through our franchise quarterback. So a lot of guys respect him. Zach Ertz, who's almost 10 years older than him. Bobby Wagner, who's been in the league for many, many years. You got guys looking at Jaden as a leader. You got veterans. Like, we're the oldest team in the league, and these guys look up to him. They say JD5, man, because they know he's clutch. Like, they say, as long as 5 is here, we got a chance. Frankie Louvu was saying stuff like that last year. So everybody believes that. And he's that top kind of leader. So it's cool to see, because Jaden is more of he's like a chill guy, reserve guy. He doesn't talk much to the media and stuff like that. He's real reserved. So it's cool to see him kind of, I guess, get out of his shell in his second year, his sophomore season. Like, he's being more vocal as a leader. And he's got to do that. And there's still more levels for him to hit in his developmental stage. So this is a part of it, man. And Ekeler, once again, he's a guy who's been in the league for 8 to 10 years too, and he's probably 8 years older than Jaden Daniels, or 7 years older than Jaden Daniels. So you got guys like that looking up to Jaden Daniels, or not looking up to him, but looking at him for his leadership, and they believe in him to be a leader.
I think they said they got a bad echo in there again, man. I don't know.
Let me I'm gonna switch my phone real quick.
Okay,
take 1 minute.
It's fine. Yeah, but in the meantime, guys, I mean, it's a good look when your second year quarterback is actually walking in here, walking the walk and talking the talk. You do want a guy who's on here who is looking at it from the standpoint of where, hey, we need to be on this. We have a standard, like I said earlier. We for a long time we have always had we had the London Fletchers, we had the Ryan Kerrigans and the guys like that. But at the same time, we want to make sure that everything is being held to an actual standard. You don't want to have guys come in here and just come in here to sign to make a check or whatever. You want guys to actually do something and show that they know, hey, we're on the same page. We practice hard, we work hard, so we don't have these mess ups on the actual what's the name when it comes down for Sunday. And practice, it's okay to fuck up, but it's not okay to fuck up when off of dumb mistakes. It's one thing if you made the wrong route, but it's another thing when I want to say for those of you who don't know, Shiny Ones, he is the HNIC, and we're not gonna say what the word is, but yes, he is. And I mean, and if you need to show people that you are not playing around. We have a standard now. We want to make sure that we are on to the next stage. I mean, we got all the way to the NFC Championship in just the first year. And yes, Jaden has to be that guy. If he has to be like a Michael, a lot of people say that back then when all right, let's we got Ed coming back in. Ed, can you go ahead?
Testing.
It sounds a little bit better on my. All right, if y'all would you let us know in the chat what you does it sound a little bit better for you guys? So, but as I was saying, yeah, man. I mean, you have those people in here who are when you have Jaden talking to people like that. Look, don't take it personal. This is business. We need to be on the same page, and we don't need to be messing up on Sundays. So it's okay to mess up in practice. Oh, dang, they're saying it's still bad. Well, hopefully on the playback, it sounds better. I'm not sure what's going on. Hopefully we can get this thing straight. So, but yeah, on set. Go ahead.
Yeah, I heard you. Man, last thing about the false start and stuff. So, maybe that was Larry Tunsil a lot because Larry had a bunch of false starts. That might get right. But some of them on my laptop. But let me try. It'll be my last.
Yeah, let's try it one more time, man. But anyway, I'll just go ahead and figure it out. But yeah, since we here, let's go on to the next subject. So we've had some injuries happen in the meantime, and it's an unfortunate situation that's going on right now because Deebo Samuel, he was on a route 2 plays before the actual practice ended, and apparently he jammed his finger. That's what the people on the sidelines were saying. That's what Deebo was saying. And he had a situation where he jammed his finger on there. In all honesty, man, I'm not taking this injury type serious. It takes a few days just to go ahead and get over it. Truth be told, I'd rather see him in practice the head-to-head practices against the other teams, because if we have a situation going on with just a minor injury like that, he'll be fine in a few days. This isn't like a serious injury when it comes down to it. But on the flip side, we do have Brandon Coleman, who had a leg injury. He was seen limping off the field. They didn't exactly say exactly what was wrong with it. Let's try to get Ed back up in here. So what'd you think? Did you hear about the Deebo injury?
Yeah. So all right. Yeah, it's still going. But yeah, I did hear about the Deebo injury. And what I will say is that he was on NFL Network yesterday. He was on there yesterday.
Yeah, go. Yeah, because that was an awkward exchange during the interview. I'm trying to remember what's the guy's name? Tom Pelissero.
I think it was Mike Garafolo.
Mike Garafolo. I'm sorry, but yeah, it was just an awkward exchange. It seemed weird at the end. Basically, he said, as far as like, yeah, man, I usually handshake people, but apparently, one of the guys here has a jammed finger, and Deebo was just looking at him like, "Dude, what are you talking? Like, what's going on?" Like, so it was an awkward exchange in my opinion. It just didn't need to happen. You didn't even have to tell everybody about that. You could have just pound him and gave him a pound and going about your business. It was just weird, and I feel like sometimes people just be playing with Deebo. And it's just like, dude, come on, man. This guy, we're not saying that he's gonna be the next Larry Fitzgerald or he's gonna be the best receiver. He's a complimentary receiver, but he's actually having a great camp. He's coming in here on shape. He feels like he actually has something to prove this year. So why are people out here like just giving him that much shit? I mean, I don't understand it. It's just weird. And I mean, I get it from divisional rivals and everything, but when it comes down to something like this, I just don't get it. But also, like I just said, Brandon Coleman was found limping off the field yesterday for the rest of the practice, and hopefully it's nothing serious. We didn't get a word as far as saying exactly what was the injury, and they didn't have practice today, so we hopefully will be finding out tomorrow exactly what took place. But yeah, man. Also, I wanted to bring this up because we're going into the next topic. What second-year player, in your opinion, needs to make the big jump, excluding JD5?
For me, it would be the top one. Because you got a lot of guys. You got Jordan McGee, you got Ben Sinnott. Some really good player. Brandon Coleman's in on this too. But I want to say Luke, man. I want to say Luke. I think Luke. I know people give Luke a hard time, and I think he's a solid player. I do think Jalen Lane is probably. If I had to bet money, I think Jalen Lane probably will end up with more catches than him and more targets. But if we can get some help from Luke McCaffrey, man, that would be a big help, man. You know, after Terry, Noah, Debo, those are your top three. But after that, it's a question mark. Who's that fourth guy? Who's that fourth receiver is going to step up? You know,
yeah.
Unfortunately, you have to account for Noah. You know, unfortunately, he's been injury prone the last couple of years, so we're going to need somebody to step up, possibly. And I think Luke has the talent, but him and Jaden haven't been able to connect for whatever reason. Like, he created separation last year. He was like top 5 in separation for a couple of games last year. So I think he has the capability of doing it. If we can get some help from him, I think that would be huge. Though. But if I had a bet, I think Jalen Lane probably is going to surpass him. Jalen Lane's faster than Luke. He's shiftier than Luke. And he's been making more plays in training camp so far than Luke McCaffrey. That's one thing, too, right there. But I think it's for me, it's between Luke and it's between Jordan McGee. If they can get another linebacker that can bring some speed to the table, because Bobby, we all love Bobby, all pro. But you're going to need some more speed at that linebacker spot. You saw it last year in that Eagles game where Bobby just wasn't able to keep up. You know, sideline to sideline, Saquon first play of the game. And it wasn't Bobby's fault, but, you know, we could just use some more speed at that linebacker helping Frankie out there. So I'd say it would be between those two guys.
Yeah, because Father Time is definitely undefeated, and he's the undefeated champion right now. But as far as just looking at what you're saying as far as Luke, I mean, I think some people realize, and I even got to call out the homie on this one, Rio Robinson. As much as he shits on Luke, let's just realize this for a second. He's only played receiver for 2 years, going on 3 years. So I'm gonna give him grace as far as Luke is concerned, because he really shouldn't even be out there. He was playing quarterback a couple years ago, and then he switched over. So the fact that he actually is even at training camp and doing something, I'm not saying that he's got. Yes, Jalen, what's his name? Lane is definitely taking over. I think Lane is gonna take that slot position once Debo and Terry get in the mix, and I think even Noah's gonna come over there and do that, make some plays as well. But my second year player, I actually got two. Johnny Newton needs to do something, and Ben Sinnott. We got you both in the second round. Y'all need to show up because Mikey is showing his ass right now. And the one thing about it is, it's like you got to look at it from this standpoint. Ben, you need to go ahead and step up because you don't want to put all that work onto Zach Ertz, especially after last year. He played 20 games. 20 games at 35 years old. Yeah, Father Time is about to come around that corner and be like, hey, look, you need to take a seat. And I honestly believe that. I feel like for a second year player, he needs to, I'd give him by week 5. You need to be making plays in camp or whatever it is that you're doing to get to a point that where it's like, hey, we can go ahead and put us different packages in to have Ben out there, not just doing blocks, because he had a damn good year as a blocker. I mean, you look at that run around against the Cowboys when he had the lead block for Jayden going in the touchdown. I think he's a tremendous blocker. I just need him to do something more. If he's supposed to be this, what's the name? What's my man name out in 49ers, the tight end?
Call George Kittle.
If you're supposed to be this Kittle or the fullback that they had over there at one point, then you need to be showing me something. I'm hearing from Lake Lewis that he's having a decent camp, but also I haven't heard shit about Johnny Newton, and I'm keeping it a buck. I don't know, maybe because the new guys that we signed in are just better, but I haven't heard anything. And I understand that they just got the pads on and everything. But they're saying nothing about Johnny Newton. I've heard nothing at all, and I need to hear something. Like, dude, what's going on?
Yeah, because we've heard from Kinlaw. We've heard some plays about Kinlaw getting in the backfield. Another thing I'll say about Luke is, we brought in Wes Welker to help him out, and I know they may have drafted him because of the whole Christian McCaffrey connection with the Niners and Adam Peters, and his dad is Ed McCaffrey, but we got to see more from him for sure. But no, I like the two guys you brought up. Ben Sinnott, like you said, man, like, is he a Kyle Juszczyk? Is he Chris Cooley, when he did a film review on Ben Sinnott, he liked Ben Sinnott a lot. He said that he could see himself in Ben Sinnott. And then we had a preseason game against the Jets, and Ben Sinnott made a big play, yards after the catch. I talk about that a lot. Like, that's the knock on Zach. But Zach, it is what it is with Zach. Zach's gonna get you 50 yards, 60 yards a game and get you a touchdown. So if he doesn't get you in a yak, I'm fine with it. Because we know Jaden loves Zach. But Ben Sinnott, it would be nice to get some yards after the catch. Like, imagine if Zach could give you some yards after the catch.
You know what?
Maybe that Steelers game, the line. If he had a little bit of yak ability.
You know what? I'm gonna combat you on his nickname. So I mean, we call him you call him No Yak Jack, No Yak Zach. I call him Red Zone Yak, Red Zone Zach. Because I mean, whenever he's in the red zone, he gets busy. So I mean, if you can get me closer to that end zone, that's all that really matters to me at the end of the day. Yeah, you can go ahead and get your yardage here and there, and then stop or whatever. Yeah, I do need you to get at least about 2 or 3 extra yards out there, man. But I mean, it's still, it is what it is, man. I mean, I ain't got no issue with it. I mean, but yeah, but going to it.
What I was last thing I'll say about Ben is it is tough because Zach is your starter. John Bates is your second string guy. He's one of the best blockers in the NFL. So where do the snaps come now? He's your second round pick, so he should get snaps regardless. But on the depth chart, he's third on the depth chart, and they just paid John Bates a 3-year deal. Yeah. So Cliff has to work a way to get him in there. You got to get your second round. You got to get your second round pick targets, man. Like, he's too talented. Like, I get the depth chart, but Cliff has to draw some players from Ben Sinnott in there, man.
Most definitely. I think that I'm really gonna give it until I say about like week 5, week 6. He's gonna try to incorporate him somehow, because I honestly just don't see him not making any plays to go ahead and just be used as a blocker all year. I mean, because that's not what we picked you up for. We picked you up to make some plays here and there. And you're the future. You're in the second year. You need to make a jump at this point. I'm not saying that you got to be an all-pro, Pro Bowl player. Hell, I'm just saying be a quality player at this point. But yeah, like, even Johnny, your name ain't Johnny. No, you're Jazon until further notice. You need to do something. I mean, I don't know if you losing weight gives you a little bit of an edge pass rushing wise, but we still need you to stop the run at some point. And yeah, I haven't heard anything from. Hopefully, please prove me wrong. Please, look, if you got to yell at me like Rob B-Rob did with over here, I mean, if you got to go ahead and look at me sideways, hey, look, man, whatever gets you the production over here, man. I mean, get something done. I mean,
he got a haircut. He did get a haircut. I did get his autograph at training camp too. So I got Deron Payne. If y'all can see, I got Deron Payne, Johnny Newton. I got Josh Conley. This is Johnny Newton. Josh Conley's at the bottom. And this is Newton right here. So I did get his autograph.
Yeah,
but he needs to do something like that.
Just something. I ain't saying that you got. I'm not looking for all pro defensive linemen and tight ends. I'm just looking for quality, because we need to. We got you both in the second round, and Mikey is showing like he's gonna be an all pro at that slot position, man. I mean, but speaking of Mikey, let's go ahead and talk about this group right here.
So you called me from Instagram. Are you streaming on Instagram too?
Shit, I didn't think about that, but I mean,
you are. I was seeing, because I was gonna see if I could tap in that way, but if I can't, it is what it is.
Yeah. We look at this is the test run anyway. So I mean, as far as this is the second time I went live on air. So right. I mean, and you're my first guest. So I mean, it's great.
The honor,
the fact that the fact that you just here, man, and gracing us with your presence. Yeah. So I mean, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, he has an announcement with the Commander King. So you want to take a quick plug while we in the at the midway point of the show?
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Being your first guest, this is an honor for sure, man. Honor and a privilege. Commanders Kings, August 24th. That's a Sunday at 5 p.m. It's from 5 to 9. Make sure you guys get your tickets. It's going to be a live show in person at Crystal City Sports Pub. Crystal City Sports Pub. That's
not the restaurant.
Right, there you go.
Not the restaurant. Right. You're gonna be at a titty bar. So make sure that you just make sure that you and this isn't this type of network over here on off the bench. We just talking about football. But yeah, I got my ticket, so I can't. Me personally, I can't wait just to see, because I tune into y'all every single week. Because I mean, usually when y'all come on, I'm at work, so I got something to listen to for some hours and everything. So yeah, but it's great to see that you guys are going to be in person. And I bumped into Rio last Sunday at training camp, so I know it's going to be fun. Louis T is a damn fool. I had what's his name? I had Rico on about about 2 weeks ago. So he's dope as hell. I listen to him all the time as well. You're just you, man. I mean, you're a funny cat, dude. I mean, it's like you have what I say, like you're the subtle jabs just always come through, and it's just like you don't say a lot, but when you say it's an impact. But yeah,
right.
But speaking of impact, let's go ahead and talk about these. What's the name? The Hell Nah Zone. Okay. And with the cornerback situation over here, comparing it to last year, I mean, we're talking about a complete overhaul of what's going on. I mean, you had St. Flag here, you had Mike Davis, you had Emmanuel. I mean, damn. And I mean, I see why AP had that pregnant pause when they asked them as far as like what's going on with the roster. Yeah, about that. And then we see as far as like the trade that he made last year, getting Lattimore in here. And it's unfortunate that he was injured throughout the whole entire process, because he wasn't himself. I mean, let's keep it a buck. He was probably at like 60% last year. And when you're going up against one of the best receivers in the league, yeah, he's going to give you that work. And so I'm glad to see that he's actually coming back out there. He's not injured anymore. You go ahead and you have Frozone and you have Chill out here just locking up. I mean, I'm not even going to hold you. I didn't think Amos was going to be this good this fast. Mm-hmm. And the fact that he is just out here just locking folks up, it's impressive. I mean, especially for a rookie, because I mean, this type of this type of team was the type that's just because you're a star. JD wasn't a starter during training camp. He had to earn that right. And you looking at as far as like even with our first round pick this year with Connerly, he's not he's not starting right now. He has to earn his spot. Meanwhile, famous Amos is literally starting right now. He is your opposite cornerback on the other side, and he is locking guys up, and it looks impressive for a rookie. I mean, I'm not gonna come out here and jump out the window saying that he's gonna be Champ Bailey, but I mean, damn, he's showing plays, and now it's gonna be a point to where by midseason, if he is on a trajectory that they're saying, I mean, this could be a lockdown defense, because you got Frozone who Mikey can start blitzing now. He's back at home. He's his Michigan self again. And I mean, and he looks wonderful in that spot. So I gotta ask you, bro, what's your thoughts on this Hell Nah Zone?
Yeah, no, I love this corner. I'll say I like him a lot. See, I got to see what Marshall Lattimore does first. Mm. He's healthy though. He looks. I've seen him in practice. He looks a lot better than what he did last year. Movement wise, he looks more confident. Flipping his hips, transitions. Tracking the football. Just the way he's running just looks better. But no, like you said, coming from Emmanuel Forbes, it's like. So when the trade request from Terry came out, Cam Curl made a post on Twitter, and then Emmanuel Forbes made a post on Twitter, and all the Commanders fans just came after Emmanuel Forbes. Like, it was hilarious. But the point is, coming from Mike Davis, Emmanuel Forbes, who got cut, Ben St. Juste, who's one of the worst corners in the league, to go to Marshawn Lattimore, Mikey Samerson on the slide. Even John Jones off the bench. Even Noah I is off the bench. Noah I had to start last year. Like, he had to play a lot of snaps. And I like Noah I. Like, he's a good corner, but he's better as a backup.
Yeah.
You know? And previous years, we've had to have guys like Rashad Wildgoose come in and play, Kayvon Seymour, Bobby Price. Like, we've had to have a lot of guys. Danny Johnson had to step up and be a starting corner for a couple of years for us under Ron Rivera. So, like, the roster came a long way. Like you said, when Adam Peters had that pause, like, we just had a lot of work to do, man. And we drafted some of the wrong guys. There's a guy on the Patriots that we probably should have drafted at corner, but it is what it is. But Adam Peters had to make up for that by making a trade for Marshawn Lattimore.
Yeah.
And if we can get a healthy Marshawn Lattimore to go up against some of the receivers in the NFC East, that's going to be huge. But Trey Amos, like, if you look on my Twitter, I think I follow you on Twitter. If not, I'm going to follow you for sure, ASAP. I just posted a video where Trey Amos is going one-on-one on Debo. And I get it. Debo's not the best route runner, but he makes a great play on the football where he makes a pass breakup, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he turns his head around, and that's something that Ben St. Juste struggled at throughout his whole career. So the fact that we have guys on the team that have a knack of being around the football, making a play on the football, is huge. And Joe Whitt Jr., Dan Quinn, all the corners that they've had in their career that they coached, they take the ball away. Say what you want to say about Trayvon Diggs. He got interceptions. Say what you want to say about DaRon Bland. He got interceptions. Yeah. And I think Trey Amos, he may be the guy that's next in line. Mikey, he may be the guy that's next in line. Joe Whitt Jr., when he talks about ball is life, he means it, man. And we started to do that at the end of the year. Like, Quan Martin got the pick six. We started to take the ball away a little bit better towards the end of the year.
Because even Quan Martin is having a damn good camp.
Yeah.
And I mean, and you look at it to where he had two separated shoulders last year.
It's crazy.
And the fact that he's walking, he was able to play. What's going to happen when he actually is injury free and actually being able to make those to make those plays now? Because I mean, this is a good look for him now, and you got corners, and all I gotta do is just roam free. I ain't gotta worry about like doing all this extra nonsense, worrying about this guy can't cover shit. I mean, it's just like I mean, it's a really good change in what's been going on over the last over the last year, just in one whole entire what's the name. Just in one
season,
off season. Yeah. So I mean, but it's I don't know what's going on. Hold on a sec. Yeah, Marshawn is on his way back, and I really guys, I don't know what's going on with the echo. Hopefully next time we'll figure it out. But yeah, in the meantime, just hopefully on the playback, we can actually hear what's going on. But yeah, it's just hopefully this sounds a little bit. I'll even back up my mic just to hopefully it'll be something. But yeah, I mean, in the meantime, I mean, I just feel like let me try to. Hopefully, guys, let me know.
Testing.
Does it sound a little better in there? Let me know.
Yeah,
it may have been.
Let me know, guys. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but
I think it sounds better now. I think it does.
Yeah, it may have been my mic. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out next time. But yeah, man. I mean, just looking at as far as like the secondary, it could definitely be a good look next time. This time around, because that pass rush is going to be a lot better. It's going to be
Shiny One said that's good.
Thanks, Shiny Ones. Appreciate just even you in the chat, just guys in the saying filling us in like everything. Yeah, and even Shiny Ones was saying Frozone is an all-pro in the making. I believe so, and this isn't me being a homer. I mean, he's been, in all honesty, I feel like he's having the best camp, and that's over Debo, that's over JD. He's having the best camp so far. And I got a list of people who's actually having a great training camp, but he's the star of the show right now, if you asking me.
And me being a Michigan guy, I'm always going to my brains. So yeah,
I'm a Maryland guy, you know. I'm a
I'm
Maryland guy.
I'm a Maryland guy through and through. But when Maryland
Yes,
was playing like shit all those years, I needed somebody to root for. And apparently, like right now, I mean, Michigan is in right now because I hate Ohio State. I hate the name. Hey man, but no, like it's. I think that this secondary is really gonna be good with Amos coming in. It's really gonna be good with Lattimore on the other side and Amos coming in having a great year. But we got something that next that we got to talk about.
But one thing I will say about the cornerback room too. So what I like about Mikey is that, you know, he was working out with Darrell Green. I think he worked out with Darrell Green again this all season. And that's a lot of things. That's something that, you know, people brought up to Emmanuel Forbes, like, hey, let's work out with some of the legends, some of the guys like Darrell Green. And I don't know why him and Forbes never got together. But for whatever reason, Mikey and Darrell Green got together and worked out a couple times. So that was always some odd to me.
I think I know the reason. Rose Bar. Actual reason. Forbes wanted to go ahead and be on the Forbes list, going on to Rose Bar, and Mikey wanted to be great. That's the difference.
Right.
But speaking of areas in the road where the Rose Bar is, it's a hell of a transition, Herb. So RFK 2.0 just confirmed that they are going to be having the whole entire the RFK be built. So yeah. Hold on a second. That last one. Don't forget Jonathan Jones and Noah.
Yeah. I brought up Noah.
About them, they was balling as well.
I brought up Noah.
It was definitely given Noah Igbenogany. I swear I'm gonna get his name right.
Yeah, I said Noah.
So he's had a great camp, but I mean, I think
Will Harris too. I heard he's been playing pretty well too. So you know he's gonna be playing next to Quan. So we need him to step up because you know he's basically substituting for Jeremy Chin. We let Jeremy Chin walk. We brought in Will Harris for cheaper, and Will Harris is a thumper, man, and he can cover. He can play corner too. So I'm intrigued to see what he does this year too.
And it's just one more thing on to that. Tyler Owens is in.
Tyler Owens, yeah.
He's floating around. I mean, the second that he actually gets some traction, everything's gonna be fine. But guys, we are. It's not official yet. We still have one more voting situation that's going to be happening in September. But pretty much they said that this is pretty much in the bag. It looks like we're going to be. They voted 9-3. They only needed 8 votes. They got 9. I'm sorry. They needed. I think they said they needed 7 votes.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a win. It looks like we're going back to DC. Like I said, they got one more voting situation to happen in September. But dude, me personally, I don't know how old you are. I'm about to be 40 in October.
Congratulations.
So thank you.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I'm going to be 40, and I never got the chance to be at RFK. My very first game going into the as far as watching football was in person. Was at the time what's the name? It wasn't FedEx Field at the time. It was Jack Kent Cooke Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually made itself to FedEx Field and now Northwest Stadium. Me personally, I am looking forward to this. I even said as far as like when the renderings come out, I feel like they need to go ahead and have the part at the bottom where the stands are shaking. You need to put some hydraulics in there to go ahead and just give that what's the name, that nostalgia piece that's there. So
mm-hmm.
I really can't wait because that skyline just looks amazing. With them it looks like they're gonna make it a dome and have like a glass ceiling. Me personally, I'm looking forward to it. Let's just keep it real. Northwest Stadium is a dump. I mean, that thing is old. It's damn near 30 years old.
Mm-hmm.
We need a new stadium, and the fact that they're making it, they actually, and it's bringing so much money into this, into the city. I just feel like if you're against it, I don't know why you don't want it. I mean, everybody's going to be getting jobs from it. Everybody's going to be getting, what's the name? They're going to be getting, what's the name of it? It's going to be getting jobs. You're going to be getting housing. You're going to be getting a recreational center for kids and everything like that. I don't see if you don't want it, what else what other option will you go with? Because that thing has been sitting over there for damn near 40 years doing nothing. And I mean, what's your take on it, Ed?
The stadium, no, I'm happy, man, and we knew it was coming. It's just we had to get new ownership, and we had to get a better team. Mayor Bowser was saying, she was on the radio. I heard her like Friday or Thursday or Wednesday, whatever day, and she just said, ownership, new ownership, and we have a team that you can get behind, a good team, a winning team. Everybody loves a winner. Everybody loves a winner. It's easier to get things done when you're winning games, especially the season that we had last year. I think that definitely expedited things and made things go faster. The stadium coming up, and then we're going to have the draft here in a couple of years. It's going to be in D.C., which is awesome. Roger Goodell has been coming around a lot more. They went to the White House, and they had that press conference. Whatever stance you have on the president saying what he said last week about the name and stuff like that, those are huge things. Josh Harris getting involved, Roger Goodell getting involved with different things like that. Mayor Bowser getting involved, and we got more votes. And city council, they're really behind this. More jobs, and they want it to be a dome, which I agree it should be a dome, so you can do year-round things. So it's not just a seasonal thing. Like when it's cold outside, you can still have events. You can have concerts. You can have maybe boxing matches. You can have maybe an NBA All-Star game or something like that.
Right.
Instead of having it at Capital One, you can have it at the Commanders' new dome. So just different things. Like there's so many different ideas you can have for the community. It can be like school events there, or high school football championship games and different stuff like that. That would be pretty cool for the DC area, for the city. Private school, public school, if you want to do like a private school versus public school thing. Just different ideas you can think about, and just jobs, security jobs, food jobs, concession stands, like so many things that you're going to create for the inner city and just different community people that need jobs all year round. So I think it's awesome, man. And just like you said, the stadium's old as a dump, man. We had sewage coming out of the ceiling, and I hate the Eagles fans. I hate Jalen Hurts, but you don't want to see a player getting hurt by the stands falling on a player's leg or stuff like that, and that's dangerous. It's a danger to the team, danger to the players, danger to the fans and stuff like that. So rightfully in the Super Bowl, you can hold a Super Bowl now there too. The World Cup, that's something they want to do in 2030. So not just football, like it's bigger than football. It's bigger than that. There's so many things for DC that can happen now if you have a venue like that all year round. All year round. When it's raining, like Beyonce comes to DC almost every year now, and every year I see her come, it's raining outside. So it's just different things like that, man.
I agree, because I'm looking at you like you said, Beyonce, Taylor Swift. I mean,
yeah, Taylor Swift doesn't want to come to the stadium because of Snyder, but he's going now. So
yeah, I mean, and we got that rap bastard out. I mean, it's all hey, whatever you want. Like I mean, you could bring a national championship here. You could bring the Big 12. I think Big 10 was a championship,
right? College football.
You could have like you said, you could have the World Cup. Guys, I'm a wrestling fan. You could bring WrestleMania here,
right?
I mean, you could have SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, anything,
Final Four.
Every single thing. This is literally you realize how much money that you could bring to the city. And as far as people saying the one thing, this is the one pet peeve I had about this whole entire stadium. People complaining about it. Oh, it's gonna be so much traffic, ladies and gentlemen. We live in the DMV. If you have not looked it up now, we are the worst when it comes to traffic. It doesn't matter where you are. You could be in Maryland, DC, VA. We are trash when it comes to traffic. You're going to be sitting in traffic for the longest time. So at this point, it really doesn't matter if there's an event or not. It's going to be traffic regardless, wherever you look at it. But enough about the traffic. Look here, like we said in the beginning of the show, this is big business. And one thing that about this whole entire show that we got to address the elephant in the room. Terry McLaurin said he wants to trade. Now, is it a legit trade, or is it just like, hey, you just trying to get you're trying to go ahead and get your money and everything? Truth be told, I'm just gonna say how I feel about the whole entire situation real quick before I let my man Ed Oliver come on here and tell us his 2 cents. Let's start off with this. As much as I love Terry, I think that he's one of the best to ever put on a burgundy and gold. But this is a business at the end of the day. We have to look at as far as what the market dictates. The market dictates because you're 30 years old. You're about to be 30 years old in mid-September. Dude, you could be falling off. We do not know. It's not like we have the crystal ball here to tell us like, hey, you're going to be able to play until you're 35 and you're going to have an excellent career. We don't know. And we have to pay for what we know or what we're going to be getting. And right this second, the time has been showing once a receiver gets to his 30, that's when they have the drop off. Does he mean a lot to us? Yes. Is he one of the best receivers in the league? Yes. Has he played with shit owners and with shit player quarterbacks? Yes. Has he never had a legit number 2? Yes. He had 1,000-yard receiving years for the last 5 years. He hasn't been hurt in the last 5 years. Yes, we all know that, but we don't know what happens next. We don't. And here's the thing: as great as Terry is, he left a lot of yardage on that field last year. You look at the first game against Tampa Bay. He didn't go. He missed a fly route, and he could have came over there and took that to the house. You look at another one against Cleveland when he beat what's his name, his fellow Ohio State
Denzel Ward.
Denzel Ward, and he should have gotten the end zone. You look at the game I went to last year with New Orleans. He should have had 200 yards in that game. He's left some on the field, but I'm not going to sit here and act like he didn't make huge plays like he did against Dallas. In both games, he's a playmaker. But at the same time, let's keep it a buck. He is getting to the point of where it's like 30. And I'm also looking at it from the standpoint of, dude, as great as you are, you're not worth the money that you think that you are, asking for north of $33 million. Because DK Metcalf is asking for 33. He got 33 and a half, correct?
Yeah, 33.
Right, 33 and a half. So the next person up is CeeDee Lamb. Sorry, bro, you ain't better than CD. The next person up, and you're asking for significant. So you're saying you want more than that. So you're saying you want Justin Jefferson money. Sorry, that's not going to happen. And we all know if Snyder was here, he would be getting 40. That's definitely not happening. I love Terry. Give him 30. I'll even push to 31 because of his age and his loyalty to the team. He's a class act on and off the field. He showed us how great of a player he is, but also, dude, you're not that good to where we need to be overpaying you. That time of overpaying players is over. And then on top of that, just last before I hand it over to Ed, you need to get some better representation, bro. You need to talk to Clutch Sports. You need to talk to what's his name, Mama Jackson, somebody, because Buddy is not helping you. I'm sorry. He fed you a bill of goods, and you should have been signed a long time ago. But I'm gonna hand the ball off to my man Ed over here.
Yeah, you hit a lot of good points. Buddy Baker is, I don't know what he's feeding him, but, he did the whole Eastern Motors press conference and, had his whole spiel during that. But Terry, I love Terry. I'm a huge Terry McLaurin fan. The fans love him with a passion, of course, and he's earned that love for sure. Like you brought up the quarterbacks and the terrible ownership, just all the stuff he's been through. But, of course, Adam Peters is looking at it in a business way. He's not going to pay him just because he played with Fitzpatrick, Carson Wentz, Heineke, and Kyle Allen. He's not looking at it that way. Of course, he's looking at what is Terry going to do when he turns 31 years old. I still think Terry's going to be a productive receiver, especially with Jaden Daniels at his quarterback. Like he's gonna still get his 1,000 yards, 8 to 10 touchdowns, like Pro Bowl, possibly All Pro. Like I still think Terry's gonna be a productive receiver at 31. The interesting thing is that after Terry requested a trade, he was at practice the next day, dapping up Josh Harris, laughing with Jaden Daniels' mom. So I think it was just a tactic to kind of get the ball rolling with Adam Peters, trying to force his hand. I think this was their last tactic or mechanism or their last bullet in the chamber to trying to make them pay that 33 or whatever he wants, 33, 34, or 32. There's so many numbers we've heard. Stephen A. Smith threw out a number, Rappaport threw out a number, Schefter said considerably more than DK Metcalf. So we've heard a bunch of numbers here and there. We've heard 25 mil, 27. And then his friends, I don't know if you saw that. So some of Terry McLaurin's friends were on Twitter, and they said that Adam Peters was offering 25 million. And then the next day, Terry's friend deletes his own Twitter, so it's been an odd situation, a crazy situation. You got to watch the people around you, what information they feed you, whether it's friends, your agent, you just got to be careful, of course, of the advice that you get. But Terry, I like you said, I would say 30. I think 30 is fair. 30 for 3 years, $90 million. If you want to do 50 to 60 million guaranteed, like the Cortland Sutton deal was 23 per year, $23 million per year, which was pretty low.
40 guaranteed for sure.
Yeah, 40 guaranteed, and that didn't help Terry out. So when Adam Peters saw that, he's like, "Hey, look, Terry, of course, is better than Cortland Sutton. To me, I don't even think it's a question. I don't think it's a debate. He's better than Cortland Sutton, but Cortland, he's 29. He just had 1,000 yards. He had 8 touchdowns. They made the playoffs with Bo Nix, so it's kind of like a similar situation. But I don't think Cortland Sutton really helped Terry's case. Now, if Cortland Sutton would have got like 27 million. Then Terry could be like, hey, man, this guy just got 27. I'm way better than Cortland Sutton.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But I think 30, 29, 28, 28 and a half, 29, 30. I think Terry should just call it a day there, man. Adam should offer more than 25 for sure. Like 25 is too low in my opinion, but 28.
I was definitely disrespectful.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but the one good thing, I'm going to, because I always try to look at the positives. You look, and I don't know if you saw yesterday when he was dapping up Josh Harris and JD Five's mom. They said that his buddy was nowhere to be found. Nor was Adam Peters around all day, and he's been at every single practice. Mm-hmm. So hopefully something is working out to where it's like, hey, we're gonna get this job done. People have been coming out there saying the Steelers is trying to make a move. Yeah, miss me with that shit, Pittsburgh. I got number love for Pittsburgh. But that's you already signed one of the best receivers in the league, and you got a head case for a quarterback. That's right. Terry don't want to go there. Terry doesn't even want to leave. Let's keep it a buck real quick. Terry doesn't even want to leave. He wants to stay here, and with him going around staying here, it's only gonna make it's like I said in my last video. And please tell me if I'm wrong or not, because the one thing I pride myself on this channel is always saying I want people to walk away feeling like they learned something. With the Horntott situation with Terry, you have to look at it from the standpoint of this. Are you going to get paid, or are you worried about your legacy? You look at a situation, prime example. You look at let's take it to basketball. Since you were a former basketball player,
mm-hmm.
You want to be James Harden and get paid, or do you want to be Steph Curry? Now, granted, both are great players, both are Hall of Fame players, but there's a difference between both of those guys. Yeah, Steph probably would have took a little bit more off getting paid if it meant championships. Where Harden, fuck you, pay me. I need the money. And you're not going to get any championships. If you want to go ahead and be a part of this whole entire organization who's on the verge of getting to a championship, you need to go ahead and actually take some form of pay cut. Hell, look at Tom Brady. Tom Brady took less. He should have been the highest paid quarterback in the league. He didn't become the highest paid quarterback in the league until he went to Tampa. And by that time, he already had 6 championships underneath his belt. And I mean, it's a situation that, yeah, you don't. Okay, Terry, you get paid. Who are you going to go to that's going to go ahead and pay you that much? New England? Okay, you're going to be in the same boat that you were in the first 6 years of your career. Not being able to get to a playoff. You're going to be just like the Horntott situation in Arizona. You're going to be the best, the number 2 or the number 1 over there, and you're not going to go anywhere because you still got San Fran, you still got what's the name? You still got the Rams out there. So who else is going to be able to go ahead and go back and forth with you? I mean, it's just you got to take it. Is it going to be legacy or is it going to be getting paid? And he fits the mold of he wants his legacy to be good. You win a championship here, dude. You ain't got to worry about shit. You you become a champion here with JD, who's already skyrocketing in the superstardom. They're gonna go ahead and ask you to like get on with the commercials and shit like that. You're gonna get
Eastern Motors.
Eastern Motors is gonna be the last person that reach out to you because you're probably gonna because as fiscally responsible as you are, I'm assume you probably might be with Kevin Hart in one of these damn credit card commercials. You might come over there and get what's the name? Since you like to travel to Italy, you could go ahead and go on Southwest or some shit like that. Like any other transportation thing you want to do. It's so many opportunities if you're here with a champion. Look here, Mike Evans, one of the greatest receivers in the world. You don't think his stardom went up when Tom Brady got here?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's the writings on the wall. Uptown Dre, yeah, 29 mil is great, great bread. Figure his age is a factor. If and how long is a deal also? I say 3 years. I'm in between 29 and 31. Find a point that you want to sign for.
Yeah, I'm in that range too. I think 3 years is fair. He'll be 34, 33 in that last year, and he has a quarterback. That's the thing, So I just don't see much of a drop off, and the style of play. Like he's a contested catch guy. He likes to catch the ball in traffic. He's not like a Tyreek Hill where he's relying on the speed. Like he will run past you, but the way that he plays, he's more of a route runner. He's more of a guy that does contested catches, and he's a guy that's like smarter than his opponent too. Like he's really good at outsmarting the corners and getting open, and that's why I think that he'll be fine. I think he's going to age like fine wine. Like I don't think he's going to have a huge drop off just because he turned 32 years old. Especially when you got a quarterback that can get you the football as well. When you got a good number 2 next to you, Debo, who knows how long he'll be here. But when you got a quarterback around you or you have a quarterback, franchise guy, that's going to make your career longer. And I would hate to see him leave, when he finally gets a quarterback. It's like, man, you've been through the trenches with all these guys. And then now we get a quarterback and, you're requesting a trade. So I get it's a money play. It's a business at the end of the day. And I get that's his last, bullet in the chamber to shoot out Buddy. Buddy probably, Terry says he wants. Terry has his own mind, so it's not just Buddy pulling on the strings. Like I know Terry has an input, of course, and he has his own mind. He has his own say, and just like his friend tweeted out on Twitter, it's not just Buddy, it's Terry who wants the money as well. So I understand as a business, he wants to get paid. But yes, I think 30 is perfect. 29 is fine. I think that's reasonable. And but like we've been talking about, he's if you really want it out like Micah Parsons is not about to dap up Jerry Jones. He's not gonna dap up Jerry Jones and walk around there kumbaya, smiling and laughing. Like he's not gonna be like that. Like that's why that makes me feel better about our situation with Terry. Like you saw Myles Garrett, he wrote a whole letter and still stayed with the team.
He wrote a thesis.
So we've seen this before. Jamar Chase requested a trade. Brandon Ayuk was showing clips of our own practice last year with Jaden Daniels. And then he went on a podcast with Jaden Daniels and named 3 teams that he wanted to get traded to. So we've seen way worse situations, in my opinion. And honestly, it's not even in Terry's character to be like some type of guy who is all upset. Like we've seen him get mad, but we haven't seen him, be like a me kind of guy. That's not even really what we've seen from him before.
Even as far as like last year, I mean, you look at the last 3. I've said this over the last few shows. AP is the type of guy who will have everybody signed by September. You look at as far as the situation in San Francisco, Nick Bosa, he got signed in September. Trent Williams got signed in September. Last year, Cosme got signed in September. This year, Terry. It's only August the 3rd. So I'm my panic meter's at a 5. But if he's not signed by September 3rd, I'm gonna be tripping. I'm gonna be like, what is going on here? But I mean, I think it's a situation that's gonna play. It's gonna be fine. You look at the last few guys, like you said. What's my man? T. Higgins asked for a trade. He got Jamar Chase asked for a trade. He got re-signed. I mean, and shit. It could be we could be the Bengals right now. And that whole entire situation with Trey Hendrickson. I mean, he left the state.
Right.
Terry is at practice. And even the shirts that he's wearing that has team on, he's not one of those bullshitters. If he actually is saying like it's killing him not to be out there. This is not a situation where it's like Micah Parsons, what's his name, Trey Hendrickson, or anybody like that. It's a legit situation. Like, he wants to be here. He's doing this because he feels he has to. It's a ploy to try to get paid. And luckily for us, as the Commanders, we still have all the chips. We have all the chips. We just don't want to expose it because we actually like Terry.
Right.
But man, let me go ahead and end this up because I know you want to enjoy your Sunday with your family, man. So please tell us where we can find you at, Ed.
Yes, sir. And on YouTube, if you just type in at Oliver Commanders, at Oliver Skins, or DC Sports, Blizzards, or whatever it is, you'll find me on there in the search box. It's Twitter is EDT OOFLATT on Twitter, and then Instagram is EDDYDELNEGRO, which is Eddie Del Negro. So you'll find me on Instagram, Twitter, and that's where you can find me on YouTube.
And you want to put the plug for the
and then the Commanders Kings, of course, once a week. You can find me on there with Louis T, Rio, Street Scores, all great content creators. And then August 24th, of course, once again, Sunday, 5 to 9 in person. The day after the Ravens game, the preseason game, we'll be doing our 53-man roster prediction in person, live. Tickets are on sale right now. There's only about like 49 left, I think. So they're going really, really fast at Crystal City Sports Pub on Sunday, August 24th, man. It's going to be a great time.
And like I said earlier, I already got my tickets.
Yes, sir.
And I said on the Commander Kings podcast last week, we got an over-under on how many shots we're going to get Ed that day. Okay. I'm going to say it's at 3.
Yeah, I said a 3-drink limit. So yeah, man. I might. We'll see. We'll see how the night goes. We'll see how the night flows.
Yeah, man. Because here's the thing, I'm definitely gonna be out there, but I'm on a limited time because my son's coming back home from out of town.
Right.
Or he's getting ready to go to middle school, so I gotta send him off right. But I'm being there from at least 5 to 7. Maybe pushing to 7:30. But I'm gonna get a shot. He's gonna have a shot, at least one shot with me. Even if it's half a shot. We gotta have one of them. So I mean, but anywho, guys, thank you for those of you who subbed up. Shiny Ones, appreciate you on me, man. I really look forward to making content for y'all, especially because you got what, like I say in every single show, help me grow so I could do more. And I appreciate every single person that's left comments. Please like this episode and share this episode with everybody. Please hit the sub. And like we do always on every single episode, left hand up, who are we? The Commander.
Yes, sir.